Hey, live right here on SportsGrid. It is Pro Football Today. Joe, Indianapolis had to settle for 3 against Atlanta. That really throws things off a little bit, just from a numbers perspective. 1.5-point spread, but the books don't look at the spread. It's minus 132 for Atlanta to win, plus 104 on the Colts. Total, you said it. We had this thing at 61.5. This thing's down to 39 and a hook live.
It's amazing, isn't it? I have a feeling Colts will win it probably 19-17. And we get another. I mean, as for all the explosive fireworks in the first half, the second half has been just marred by turnovers and just 3 and outs. It's been terrible right now. It's a hard watch.
It is. I could use Bijan to get going here a little bit on the ground, Joe. I know I had him for the receptions. Those don't look super likely in this spot right now, but I mentioned a lot of those combos I played between Bijan and Taylor. We got a good shot to get through a few of them, so as long as he can keep going here on the ground. And I think he's about to get a few carries because – so we didn't get to really get into it, but that quick throw to Drake London, right, which was a little surprising to end the quarter – the Falcons' lesson from that was we should throw every play. They then threw on first, second, and third down, all incomplete passes. So they're going to look to get Bijan going here on the ground, and he looks pretty good right now.
He does, and again, you have the lead. You have it by 1 point. Now, you can't just all of a sudden start force-feeding them because at some point you would think that Indy's going to make adjustments and shut it down because it's a 1-point game. You still have to get points, right? You're not just trying to run the football, but 2 good runs. They're across the 40. Now they could get into a little bit of a tempo. Their mindset has to be at least a field goal on this drive. You don't want to hand the football over back to Daniel Jones in a 1-point deficit with basically 6 minutes left, and then all of a sudden be fighting for your life with 2 minutes left. Here we go, 3 straight runs. Yeah. I mean, it's okay, great. But you still have 7 minutes on the clock, and you're only up 1. You're not up 10.
No, I know, but they can't do what they just did that last possession of incomplete. Joe, you have listen, I understand you don't want to be bland and predictable. Bijan Robinson is supposed to be Bijan Robinson.
No, he is.
You got to give him the football. This should be a run again. I'm sorry.
No.
Joe, I'm sorry. It should be a run again.
Okay. All right. Okay. No.
But you said you liked him on the ground.
I do like him on the ground, but I'm looking.
Here it is. Check it down to it.
As somebody who has the receiving.
But Joe, he's throwing laser beams on 2nd and 7. He's trying to hit go balls that have no separation. That's bad.
Okay.
Is it not? Or do you like that? Is that good football?
He picks up 4. You got a 3rd and 3, right?
Great.
He loses 2. Then what do you have? 3rd and long, all right?
Okay.
That's my point. Like, yeah, you can run it to set up now the offense. They have great field position. Run tempo, get it across midfield, and try to get into field goal range. Otherwise, they're going to lose this game.
Yeah, they're going to Joe, now they're punting because of you.
Not because of me.
You called pass.
Okay, but nobody said to call. Here's the thing.
Nobody said what, to throw it incomplete? Well, that's what he's done. That's what he's done now.
All right.
5 straight passes.
I mean, look at him.
Bijan Robinson's churning and burning on the ground.
Guy was wide open.
Oh, it was a bad ball, but he's throwing bad balls. That's what you're calling.
Look at him. He's 10 feet behind him.
Who's he targeting there?
87. Who's 87?
Sills.
David Sills from West Virginia.
No wonder.
David Sills.
B-Rut's running routes.
He was a former Giant.
I mean, really?
B-Ruts.
It's not good, Joe.
All right, so what do you want from me?
Well, I want you to acknowledge that they should have ran it.
They're going to lose.
They should have ran it.
No.
You disagree?
I disagree. They did a good job of getting the first down on 2 straight runs.
Well, you're not a head coach.
How about a screen to Bijan Robinson?
That would be great.
Yeah.
How about 4 of those? Taylor's up to 25 carries in this game.
That's an offense that knows how to utilize their workhorse.
Yeah, Bijan's at 15, and you're tapping helmets trying to get Algier into the game.
All right.
Why isn't Bijan scored?
I don't know. I don't know. Why? You make it sound like I'm a genie.
Well, I'd like some insight here.
I know. My point is this.
I'm not happy about this.
Again, they want to try and win this game 17-16. You can't do that in the NFL today, especially when you have a team that's 7-2 overall.
See, I don't agree with that. I think that's unfair. No, because you're saying they're trying to win at 17-16, right?
Yeah.
They went run. Everything was fine. And then they did what you said, which was stay aggressive, run tempo, throw it, and that's when it fell apart.
Just because you throw the football doesn't – you have to dial up okay, the number one goal on that drive was get across midfield first. They were going for the home run ball. You can't do that.
But they didn't get it. That's not 17. They're trying to win this game 35-16.
No, they're not.
Well, based on those play calls.
No, they're not.
It was pretty bad.
This Raheem Morris is going to blow. There you go.
Out of a cannon, this Taylor.
There you go.
200. Did I take him for 300? I don't even know. Wow.
There you go.
That's an OPOY play. Give this guy some credit.
Congrats.
That's 83. All of a sudden, he's got 210.
Congrats, Raheem Morris.
No, that's on you.
Yes, that's on Raheem Morris.
We should have pounded the rock.
Now all of a sudden, he's got to pass. We got to pass.
No, you can't kill him for passing. He did what you called. That's crazy.
I'm going to say this. Raheem
you
Morris.
You told him to cross the street. He got hit by a car, and you didn't look both ways.
I'm right. Raheem Morris, horrible coach.
Oh,
horrible.
Wow.
He's a horrible coach. He's worse than Arthur Smith.
Wow. Did I take these guys to combine for 300 or no?
Horrible
really.
Coach.
I don't know if I did. I don't think I did.
What?
I don't think I played him for 300 plus. It's got life.
Okay.
I played him for 200 plus.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, are you gonna root me in?
No, I want Kyle Pitts in the end zone.
So you don't care?
Nope.
You think they get to?
Nope. Just get me Kyle Pitts in the end zone.
You don't care one bit.
Nope.
You think they get this? Warren, bat it down. That's a big play. That gives
big
Atlanta a lot of life.
It's big for the pre-kick total, 48.5. They make it. Touchdown.
Now you got 24, maybe. Wow. It's a good call by you. That's big for live totals.
Let's see what Atlanta dials up now. All of a sudden, they played a great game.
Well, they should be looking run, quite frankly.
Just run it. Run it right into a loss.
Well, yeah, because all the throws are not working.
Look, the bottom line is you have to be aggressive in this league.
Okay.
You have to.
All right, I'm hearing that.
You know, all coaches that want to win 17-16 don't have a job in 2 years. They don't.
You're
you
not.
want to go through the list? Matt Eberflus.
I'm not allowing this.
Vic Fangio.
No, they didn't run it. That was where that went wrong.
D'Amico Ryans will be on that list. Raheem Morris will be on it. Why win games 40-20 when you can lose them 22-17?
What's a live Bijan prop? Are we interested at all in this?
What's a live Kyle Pitts prop?
With the Kyle Pitts every time. So you right now would be coming out in a throw-heavy game script?
You want to run the football, get into another situation where you punt it back, and then you got to rely on your defense to get you the ball back with maybe a minute left. I mean, what are we doing here? You're down 5 points. And basically, okay, they got the lead in the second half. Their defense came up big, forced turnovers, and they got no points out of it, basically.
Okay. All right.
So now what? Now it's, okay, if Michael Penix is the franchise guy, he's got to step up and do something he couldn't do last week and pull out a victory.
He's got to check it down to Bijan.
Okay.
4 times.
Now, let's just dial in on Drake London on every play.
Oh, hey, let's get Kyle Pitts going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's get Kyle Pitts.
Well, too big of the NBA. Isolation. One guy. The one-man route. We got 5 guys running routes. We only throw and key in on one guy.
You only key in on one guy. Hey, Kyle Pitts. Did you hit your live parlay?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're a savant. What would you call here first down? I'd run it. Get Bijan going.
You want to get Bijan going. They're going to play run first.
Oh, no, they're not. That's prevent defense. Perfect. Incomplete. Look at this. Got him. Drake London. This guy's wide open.
ISO.
Do they have Pitts in the flat?
Look, Drake London could do all the work inside the red zone,
and
then touchdown go to Pitts.
Oh, okay. I think it's on the board. Maybe with Adam Kaplan coming up next, we'll have you break to him as a source that Kyle Pitts is requesting a trade. He's not getting enough work in Atlanta. We'll talk to Cap after the break. We're with you right here on SportsGrid.
starts off on a positive note of getting Lamar Jackson back Thursday night, which was great. He threw for 200 yards, did not look rusty at all. He only rushed for 15, but he didn't really need that. Lamar Jackson also threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 of which going to Mark Andrews. So guess who's back and relative again at the tight end position now that Lamar's back? Oh, wait, it's Mark Andrews. No kidding. I mean, the guy just catches touchdowns. It's Lamar's favorite guy in the red zone.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
We now have to figure out if they will be in the playoffs. They're the Super Bowl favorite and have shorter odds to miss the postseason as you and I sit here right now.
Right, but let me ask you this. Do you feel after this 5-4 record, 9 weeks, 10 weeks of the regular season, that their defense is as dominant as it was last year?
But the offense is better.
Pro Football Today, only on SportsGrid.
Live right here on SportsGrid, we're now joined by NFL insider Adam Kaplan. Cap, always great to have you, but especially coming off of the heels of the NFL trade deadline. So many big deals. I figure we'll start with the one that impacted the game we're watching right now. Is it still ongoing between Indianapolis and Atlanta? The addition of Sauce Gardner. It did come, though, Cap, with the absence or the loss, not related, but it just had the timing of it all, of DeForest Buckner. What have you heard as the week has gone on around Indianapolis?
Yeah, all right. So let's take an overview of this and for future numbers, too. It's fascinating because, let's face it, when you get a Sauce Gardner, you're going to start feeling like you could go somewhere if you're the Colts. Now, to win the AFC Championship, they're plus 500. The Colts are plus 1,200, 7th shortest odds to win the Super Bowl. But one other thing I want to add before we get to Buckner, remember Shavarius Ward a couple weeks ago, who was their best corner prior to this trade, suffered the concussion in pregame warmup. So he got put on injury reserve. So when they get Ward back and Gardner, they're going to have maybe the best tandem, one of the best tandems, the corner of the National Football League. But you mentioned Buckner. From a run defensive standpoint and a pass rush standpoint, it's massive not having him. He has a neck injury. He got hurt last week against Pittsburgh, and he got put on IR. And they don't, by the way, I'm told they don't have an exact time frame for his return. That's a problem. Tyquan Lewis is their top backup defensive lineman. He's hurt a lot. He's out with a groin injury. So that is why today they've had some problems against the Falcons, why this game is tight as it should be. But if they could just, Kevin, get everyone back, to me, they are much better favored to go forward.
Cap, I want to take a look at the Eagles. They have that primetime matchup with Green Bay. They add edge rusher from the Dolphins, Jalen Phillips. What can we expect out of this defense, and what could Phillips bring that defensive unit this year?
Yeah, Joe, let's start with Jalen Phillips, and we'll get to the other transactions and how I'm bullish on the Eagles. I wasn't earlier in the season when they had problems, Joe, with their pass rush, hence the trade for Jalen Phillips, who's totally healthy, played well before the trade. Now, he's not quite all the way back that he was from the ACL injury and the torn Achilles, but he looks really good. The Eagles pass rush, as Kevin could tell you, being an Eagles fan, has not been very good. But now you add Phillips, who's going to start. He's going to be a starter. He played with Vic Fangio, Eagles defensive coordinator 2 years ago with Miami. So he's going to be an impact player. No doubt, Joe, that's a great addition. They needed to do it. And then Jair Alexander, what's interesting, I know on the surface, you say, why would you even trade for a guy who was healthy and active for several weeks? Well, Alexander told the local media in Philly that this is the best he felt since last season when he had knee surgery, because he had knee problems with the Ravens, and physically he was not right. He got burned badly for the 2 games that he played, particularly against the Texans. But he says he's healthy. They're going to take a look at him relatively soon. He may play Monday night. The Eagles' hope is that he'll eventually be the starter because Keely Ringo and really Adoree Jackson have not worked out. That's why they made this trade. And then Michael Carter Jr., guys, as I sent it back to you, will back up at safety and back up at nickel. And it also, Kevin, if they ever want to move Cooper DeJean more, he does play corner when they play their base defense. But if they want to play him more on a full-time basis, for whatever reason, if it's not working out at corner, and they move DeJean back there, they can move Michael Carter to nickel.
Cap, Dallas, of course, in the news as well. Their deal with the Jets, surprise a lot of people. All of a sudden, the Micah Parsons stuff feels like it kind of resurfaces once again. What have you heard around everything Dallas just did this past week?
Yeah, their thought process is, okay, Kenny Clark, who came over in the Parsons trade earlier this season, he's an older player, right? They wanted someone younger and more dynamic inside like Quinnen Williams. So pairing Williams and Clark together, we know how bad the run defense has been. This is certainly going to help. And Quinnen Williams, Kevin, from an interior standpoint, can rush the passer. This will help their much maligned secondary. They have injuries, bad cornerback play. This will help them. And by the way, to make the playoffs, they're 3-5-1. They're plus 900. It's going to be hard. Forget the division, obviously. There's no chance at that. But to get a wild card, probably the last one, the 7th seed, they're going to have to go on a winning streak. And the other thing is, guys, they got to get Dak Prescott back to where he was earlier in the season, where we were talking about maybe being an MVP candidate. But they're plus 900 to be a wild card, quite frankly. And it's going to be hard, but I like these moves. Go ahead.
Sorry about that, Cap. L.A. and Jim Harbaugh. The move that they made with Trevor Penning, they're playing well right now. Have a primetime matchup tonight against Pittsburgh. But, I mean, this team looks like it's poised for a playoff run.
Oh, no doubt about it. They're right in the thick of it. Remember, Joe, they've got the tiebreaker as of now against the Chiefs because they beat him earlier this season. They still have to play him again. But, yes, Trevor Penning, they made this very minor trade. But, by the way, Penning was starting at guard. He could play left tackle and guard. And remember, for the Chargers, both of their tackles are injured, are out. They're on IR. So he could play tackle, which makes more sense. And Odafe Owe, Jason Owe, who's now Odafe Owe, they got him from the Ravens. Joe, this has been an underrated move they made a few weeks ago that they got him from the Ravens. All the sacks, all 4 of them, have come over the last 3 weeks with the Chargers. Remember, you've got an older edge rush group with Bud Dupree and Khalil Mack. This is a great move. I like this move. But my problem with the Chargers is at corner, where Tarheeb, still one of their top 3 corners, has been hurt. They're not very good there. But you know what? If you continue to rush the passer well, you add Owe in, that's going to help. But the thing we got to watch before we move on here is how well their offensive line plays this week with both tackles being out. That is a problem.
Cap, I'm tempted to ask if you've heard anything out of Atlanta as to what happened to the team who claimed Bijan was the best player in the league, who all of a sudden have no interest in using him inside the red zone. But I will stick with the deal that I don't think flew under the radar, but it wasn't the biggest name. It's received a ton of praise. Rashid Shaheed from New Orleans to Seattle seems to have a lot of people excited. Is that what you've been hearing around this move?
Yeah. Here's why they made it, guys. Because remember, JSN is dynamic in the slot. He's you can line him up on outside, more of a Z, the movement receiver, but he's really not. He's more of an inside receiver. And Cooper Kupp is near the end of his great career. He's got 2 injuries. He's clearly not himself. And they need more speed. There's no question about it. And they made this trade. Now, they gave up multiple picks to get Rashid Shaheed from the Saints, and he could flat out fly, one of the fastest receivers in the league. By the way, the Seahawks are right now plus 150. I did pick them before the season started to be a wild card. And they're plus 550 to win the NFC and plus 1,300 to win the Super Bowl. Right now, they've got a legit shot to win that division, the NFC West, no doubt about it.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch that NFC West play out. It's a big one today with San Francisco and the Rams. I think the Niners, if they can pull off another upset of L.A., may find themselves as favorites, but it's going to be tough as they've been continuously beaten down and battered by injury. NFL Insider Adam Kaplan. Cap, we appreciate it as always.
You got it. Thank you.
Great stuff there from Cap. We are going to run into a break here, but when we come back, we will get the finishing touches on Atlanta and Indianapolis as Tyler Algier is into the end zone again. And we'll talk to the Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow, which I am very excited about. That's next.
starts off on a positive note of getting Lamar Jackson back Thursday night, which was great. He threw for 200 yards, did not look rusty at all. He only rushed for 15, but he didn't really need that. Lamar Jackson also threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 of which going to Mark Andrews. So guess who's back and relative again at the tight end position now that Lamar's back? Oh, wait, it's Mark Andrews. No kidding. I mean, the guy just catches touchdowns. It's Lamar's favorite guy in the red zone.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
We now have to figure out if they will be in the playoffs. They're the Super Bowl favorite and have shorter odds to miss the postseason as you and I sit here right now.
Right, but let me ask you this. Do you feel after this 5-4 record, 9 weeks, 10 weeks of the regular season, that their defense is as dominant as it was last year?
But the offense is better.
Pro Football Today, only on SportsGrid.
Live right here on SportsGrid, we bring in the Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow. Of course, seeing the team over at SixScore.com do an excellent job each and every week helping us sift through all of the injury information and give us the analysis to make these bets, set these lineups, and everything in between. Doc, we appreciate you making some time on Sunday as always.
Thanks for having me. I like these early morning games. Get an early start, 6:30 kickoff Pacific time.
Yeah, that is very, very early for you out there. So there is a game, Doc, that I'm very, occasionally the SixScore numbers, I'm very interested in the process for how you guys get there. And the Jets' defensive grade sticks out like a sore thumb. It's sub 70, it's a red, it's a 68. But I am wondering for you guys, how much of that number is health-based? And if you're factoring in the trades of Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams.
What a great question, Kevin. You peek behind the curtain here. And yes, we do analyze offense versus defense, run offense versus run defense, pass offense, defense. And that's what makes us unique. So here's how we treat the trades. We treat the trades like an injury, especially in the first week until you adjust to it, because it's a surprise. Here's Quinnen Williams, and you don't have him. It wasn't planned. You came into the season saying what you have. We treat Sauce Gardner as an injury. For the Colts, we treat Sauce Gardner as someone coming off of IR, right? That's how we treat them in terms of the change in the score. But the reason the Jets' injury score and defense is low is not only because of Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, but if you think about it, Jermaine Johnson's not been 100% off his Achilles/ankle. And Quincy Williams has essentially lost his job in part due to his hamstring injury. So you could argue 4 of the top defenders for the Jets aren't right or aren't there. And that's where that low score comes from.
Doc, 1 o'clock matchup, Houston and Jacksonville, multiple injuries on both sides. C.J. Stroud out with the concussion. Brian Thomas Jr. is out for the Jags. How do you see this game setting up injury-wise for both teams?
Well, look, for Houston, they have right guard, right tackle out as well, and it's going to be Davis Mills. And hear me out. Don't call me crazy here. This is a sneaky spot for Davis Mills. I get when he started, when he was a rookie, he did not do well. That was with a different team and different regime. But this is now his 5th year with the Texans, and multiple seasons with the same coaching regime and same system. He's a smart quarterback. You know, he might have some success like Cooper Rush in the same Dallas Cowboys system had for multiple years. So at least some limited success early on here in his second chance to start in the NFL. The Jacksonville Jaguars have lots of wide receiver issues, Brian Thomas Jr. and others. Yes, they traded for Jacoby Myers, but do they really have a Jacoby Myers game plan yet? Is the playbook opened up yet? And so, look, both offenses may struggle a little bit here with the under.
Doc, the game between the Niners and Rams is one that we've talked about it on our show. When it opened, I thought, man, that is an unbelievable, respectful line to L.A. Maybe I'll bet San Fran. And as it kept going and going and going, I said to myself, man, oh, man, I don't know. And then I looked at the 6 score, and I don't know if you would know this off the top of your head or if it's tracked. It's the biggest sick edge I remember seeing this season. I mean, a 17.6. I know that those don't translate to point spreads, but just the gap in health between the Rams and the Niners this week, Doc, I mean, it is jarring to look at.
There's no question. San Francisco's been the most injured team this whole season, and they continue with issues. Look, Kyle Shanahan has done a great job coaching. But the other thing that we look at here is matchups. The Rams' O-line is healthy, and the defensive line for the 49ers is about as injured as it can be. And that's why on our player edge, Kyren Williams, forget the 17.66 score difference between teams, Kyren Williams pops at plus 72.9% this week. Get with Kyren Williams. And if Kyren Williams can run the ball, what does that mean for a Puka Nacua who's playing and a Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua with the ribs and a healthy Devontae Adams, et cetera, and Matthew Stafford. So it's a lot of things that play into it. But yeah, you're right. But who knows? Maybe there's more coaching wizardry coming from Kyle Shanahan.
Lastly, quickly, Doc, but just Buffalo, their defensive grade looks pretty similar to the Niners. They seem to be banged up in a bad way.
Which team did you say?
The Bills.
Oh, the Bills and the Dolphins are banged up. And
oh,
so
boy.
There should be some points there. Josh Allen index is at plus 48.4% today, given the Miami defense, but Bills defense too.
That is going to be a long day for that Miami defense. Doc, we appreciate it as always. Make sure you go to sixscore.com for all the information that you need. We will be right back here on SportsGrid.
Starts off on a positive note of getting Lamar Jackson back Thursday night, which was great. He threw for 200 yards, did not look rusty at all. He only rushed for 15, but he didn't really need that. Lamar Jackson also threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 of which going to Mark Andrews. So guess who's back and relative again at the tight end position now that Lamar's back? Oh, wait, it's Mark Andrews. No kidding. I mean, the guy just catches touchdowns. It's Lamar's favorite guy in the red zone.
Fantasy sports today, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
We now have to figure out if they will be in the playoffs. They're the Super Bowl favorite and have shorter odds to miss the postseason as you and I sit here right now.
Right, but let me ask you this. Do you feel after this 5-4 record, 9 weeks, 10 weeks of the regular season, that their defense is as dominant as it was last year?
No, but the offense is better.
Pro football today, only on SportsGrid.
We're back. Lisi, I need advice.
Why? What happened?
I put a bet in during the break, and I clicked the wrong thing.
That happens.
But I put a profit boost on it.
Yeah.
So do I have to cash out?
Yeah.
I gotta get out of it.
Yeah, but now you're going to lose the profit boost.
Yeah, but I'd rather that.
Just let it ride.
No, I took the money back. No. I had Mariota for 2 touchdowns instead of Goff. Mariota for 2 instead of Goff. No, I don't care. I'll report back. Why do you like it more? Like, there's a big gap there between those.
You wanted, Mariota for 2 passing?
I wanted Goff for 2 passing.
Oh, now you got to stick with it.
No, I already did. I already took it out.
Now I'm going to bet Mariota at 4. I like the Commanders in the game.
Great. Hey, Atlanta here, Joe. 21 seconds. Would you hurry up Kyle Pitts offense?
No, let's get to overtime. I mean, it's amazing that the pre-kick total came in at 48.5.
I will just say, though, Atlanta has 2 timeouts. They should be very aggressive trying to move the ball down the field.
No, come on.
No?
No. Not the way Penix. I mean, Penix looked good on that drive, but he's still been inconsistent throughout the game. So we'll see. I mean, they're on the 25. Yeah. All right. Okay.
We'll root it in.
Okay. I need overtime. So do you. So we need.
Yeah. It would be nice. A Bijan reception would be a dreamboat.
Why?
Oh, look at this guy.
Stonehenge.
Excellent.
Darnell
Mooney line. All right, Joe, let's start to break down some of these great games that we have here on this Sunday slate. We'll keep you guys posted on all things going on, of course, in our matchup right now between Indianapolis and Atlanta. The Texans and the Jags. Houston's going to close as a favorite in this one, despite Davis Mills as the quarterback. Total 37.5. I lean Jacksonville. I might lean over. I didn't play this game. Jacoby Myers, a very low 34.5 receiving total as he makes the debut.
Yeah, for me, and I know Houston's been stepping up at home in this particular spot. They knocked off San Francisco a couple weeks ago, and just because it's Davis Mills, you believe in the defense and secondary, led by Darryl Stingley and that team right now. But I like the way Jacksonville has played, and I understand they got pushed to the limit by Las Vegas last week, won it by 1. But if you watch the game, I mean, Etienne's running very hard. He's one of the hardest running backs. I mean, very difficult yards after contact. He's legit in the receiving game as well. We saw that offense open up in the second half. Trevor Lawrence looks sharp. I like this team on the road. I think they could pull it out as a dog now, catching 1.5. I think we can get to the total of 37.5.
Okay.
It's just the problem that I have is I'm not worried about Jacksonville because I think Jacksonville will push some tempo. I think Liam Cohen will open it up. I am concerned about D'Amico Ryan's mindset of trying to win these games, and I'm serious.
I know.
But that is the concern. Look at the Denver win. Yeah. He tried to keep that game as low scoring as possible for whatever reason, and he lost it.
Yeah, and it made a difference. Listen, I hear you. I know that that's not your favorite coach. We're going to head to overtime in this game. Bears-Giants. I'm taking the 4.5 with the G.
I think the Giants are dead.
No, come on. Listen, you
Giants
did a nice...
are dead. What I can't get over is the total being 46.5 with bad weather.
Down to 45.5, though.
Still, I mean...
but are you going to do that thing where the total's way too high, so give me the over?
No, I don't like the total in any capacity because, again, we saw them get exposed by San Francisco last week.
Right.
Again, I think Chicago is the much better team heading into this matchup. They have an identity. I think they'll be able to run the football, especially with Swift and Monangai. And you saw what McCaffrey was able to do and Brian Robinson. I think they run it, but I lean to the under. I think it's all Bears. But I don't see this game trending to a high-scoring game in any capacity.
I like the Giants here at 4.5. I think we're getting a good number. Look, this is a Giants team. When Cam Scatterbo was healthy, they were getting 7 from Philly, 7.5 from Philadelphia. You have a team that was getting a lot of respect last week in the market, as you talked quite a lot about against the 49ers. And now the Bears, just because they didn't end up with the worst loss, in the NFL season to Cincinnati, I think they're getting a little too much respect here at 4.5. I'm not sure the Giants win this game. I think they stay inside the 4.5 points here. I think their defense on the Giants side of the football has to step up. I think they have a chance to today against Caleb and the Bears.
Yeah, I just don't know if the passing attack can be there with limited options. And then this is an above-average defense that gets after it and is opportunistic. The one prop I did take, DJ Moore, he did hit pay dirt, uncharacteristically last week.
Yep.
Now plus 210. I think that's pretty good value. Again, I think they're the right side, and did take Monungai over his rushing total today.
Okay, fair enough. Vikings-Ravens here, Joe. This is another classic. Joe and I talk about the Ravens game, and I end up really liking something. I'm on over 48.5. I think this game could be up and down. I'm not a big believer, as you kind of mentioned, that, the Baltimore defense has figured it out. They're the best in the world. I still expect Lamar, though, and this Ravens team to have pathways to attack this Minnesota defense that's been leaky. I like over 48.5.
I like the dog. I like Minnesota. I'm going back to them. I think they win the game outright. I just think their defense can force Lamar into some turnovers and maybe baffle him the way Kansas City did. That being said, I did take Lamar 40-plus rush yards, anytime touchdown as well, because it's a must-win game. He's going to do everything he can to potentially carry this team. So I know he didn't run against Miami as much. I think he'll run a lot in this matchup, but I do like Jordan Addison, anytime touchdown and over his receiving prop of 51.5. He's the guy to me that opens up the offense today. And keep an eye out if you want to take a shot, anytime touchdown, Aaron Jones as well. Back in that offense, he didn't score last week, but when he gets going, he scores. So he's plus 190 on anytime. I did take him as well in parlays.
Jets and Browns, a 2.5-point number in favor of Cleveland on the road. I will take the Jets plus the 2.5. Dylan Gabriel cannot be booked as a road favorite. He is one of the worst quarterbacks in this league. Justin Fields, his last go-around, put up 39 points. The Jets have a much higher offensive ceiling than Cleveland as they bring Garrett Wilson back into the lineup here. I think we're getting great value on the Jets in this spot, Joe.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the Jets as well. I couldn't get to any props, though, in this game as much. Did take anytime touchdown. I believe Justin Fields 2-1.
Yeah.
Just because, again, is it going to be Quinshon Judkins only? He's got a high total entering this matchup of 83.5. I don't like that. Again, I can't look to any of the receivers because of how inconsistent Dylan Gabriel has been. Again, they do have red zone opportunities, the Jets, and I expect them to with Garrett Wilson coming back. I think it's Fields on the ground. So I've been on Breece Hall as well to score an anytime touchdown. He's been inconsistent. Does have a pretty good number today at plus 145.
All right, we'll keep our eyes on that touchdown market. Panthers-Saints here, Joe.
Yeah.
It's a funny spot because for New Orleans, it's like, I want a lot of points if I'm going to bet this team, but how many can Carolina lay? They're never booked as favorites. When they are, they don't cover. 38.5-point number. I already mentioned him on Juwan Johnson, over 36.5 receiving yards in this game. I think there's plenty of value on him with the absence of Shaheed. Johnson, I think, could be right around the Chris Olave target rate heading into this matchup.
Yeah, I'm with you in the sense of New Orleans props. I like New Orleans to potentially be within margin today. I like them plus the 5.5. Again, the fact that we've seen them get blown out, right? And we saw Carolina now string this a great victory against Green Bay, and all of a sudden now they're only laying 5.5 to a basically winless team in New Orleans. They're gutless. I mean, I don't see how New Orleans is only catching 5.5. I think they could potentially be live. That being said, because of how inconsistent, to your point, Carolina has been at times. Again, they might win it, but it's an ugly, lower-scoring game, like Kamara over his total. And you suck me in with Taysom Hill plus 410 anytime touchdown. Does he even get on the field anymore?
Who?
Taysom Hill.
We'll talk about it later. Don't listen. We can't. That's
What
under
is
the
he?
hat.
What is he? Is he a tight end? Is he a running back? Is he a quarterback? Remember when Sean Payton threw $10 million at him? What a waste.
Falcons ball to start overtime, by the way. Can Bijan Robinson get a couple of yards for the fellas
I'm being
in the back?
selfish. 70-yard touchdown, Kyle
need
Pitts.
Bijan to catch 3 balls on this drive. Is that not possible?
Yeah, sure.
All right, power rank things most likely.
Pitts
7
touchdown.
rushing yards for Robinson. Pitts touchdown. Bijan for
Pitts
3 grabs.
touchdown, and then 7 yards, and then the 3 grabs. They're not going to get him 3 grabs on this.
What do you think this play call is here?
Pass.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Lisi under the hood. Yeah, as usual, a run. Classic Lisi spot. Let's hit a break and come on back here. Continue to whip around and break these games down as we finish things up in Berlin between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Can Atlanta pull off the upset, or do the Colts salvage an important one here against the Falcons? We'll find out after this break.
starts off on a positive note of getting Lamar Jackson back Thursday night, which was great. He threw for 200 yards, did not look rusty at all. He only rushed for 15, but he didn't really need that. Lamar Jackson also threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 of which going to Mark Andrews. So guess who's back and relative again at the tight end position now that Lamar's back? Oh, wait, it's Mark Andrews. No kidding. I mean, the guy just catches touchdowns. It's Lamar's favorite guy in the red zone.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
We now have to figure out if they will be in the playoffs. They're the Super Bowl favorite and have shorter odds to miss the postseason as you and I sit here right now.
Right, but let me ask you this. Do you feel after this 5-4 record, 9 weeks, 10 weeks of the regular season, that their defense is as dominant as it was last year?
No, but the offense is better.
Pro Football Today, only on SportsGrid.
Dolphins, Bills, 8.5-point number in favor of Buffalo. Total in this one between 49.5 and 50.5. What do you like in this game here, Joe?
I like props. I mean, sidewise, I would only lean to Buffalo. I can't buy into Miami, expecting them to step up. The game is at home. You would think they'd have a slight advantage, but Josh Allen owns them. I mean, especially in Miami, I think he dominates. I did take prop-wise Keon Coleman anytime touchdown. Why? He's coming back to the state of Florida, played at FSU. Maybe they force-feed him in a red zone type of opportunity. Did take Waddle as well over the receiving yards for Miami. He's the only playmaker that they have left. I can't buy into Washington or any of the secondary options for Miami. I don't know. Could Tua get to 250 today is the question.
Yeah, I think he could. I'm on the Dolphins team total. We're going to talk about this a little bit more, but I'm on them over 20.5 here. It's actually at a plus price. You don't often see that. I could have had the 19.5, so a little bit more expensive. It's a bounce-back spot against a very injured Buffalo team. I think this is a situation where I want to go out and give this Miami offense an opportunity to step up here and answer the bell. Pats, Bucks, it's Tampa Bay laying 2.5 total in this one, Joe. 48.5. I lean Bucks. I think this is a game where we do see some good work out of Trevion Henderson, whether that be on the ground or through the air. I expect Mecca to step up. I expect Baker to step up as well.
Yeah, I like Tampa Bay, but I really like the over 48.5. I understand limited options for Tampa Bay, but I still think Baker could cook, especially with the extra week of preparation to give them a chance to get healthy. I like Key Dotton in the passing attack today. Anytime touchdown took Sterling Shepard at plus 350 and did take a shot, Sterling Shepard, to potentially get to 40-plus in this game. I don't want to look at the New England side. Not sure how they're going to distribute the football, but maybe we can get a shootout, and maybe May and Mayfield could combine potentially for 600. What do you think?
It's actually not a bad idea. You could maybe get me in.
Say, I dangled the fruit.
Easy one, yeah. Seahawks, Cardinals, 7-point number here. Total in this one, though, Joe. Booked at 44.5. This is a really tricky game here. But the more you say it, like Arizona hang, right? They just hang around. Maybe hang around in this one a little bit.
Yeah, I like the under. I don't think we have a shootout. Put it that way. I think the game script, especially in back-to-back road games for Arizona, is the fact run the football. I don't think they're going to be able to attack Seattle's secondary the way they did last week with Marvin Harrison against Dallas. I think it's a different type of game plan. Maybe a lot of checkdowns to McBride, maybe some screens to both Carter and Bam Knight. I do like the points. It's a divisional matchup. You're coming off a perfect performance for Seattle.
Yep.
They're at home. I think the perception that Arizona's dead and buried, I don't believe that. I think their defense comes to play, and I think they can hang within the 7. Did take Bam Knight over 28.5 today.
All right, how about this matchup between the Niners and the Rams? I know that you lean towards San Francisco at this one. Do you think they have an opportunity to win this one outright? I've not played it yet. I agree with you. I would only be betting San Francisco in this spot, but I'm not sure I will ultimately get there. Maybe I'm betting a little scared, but I worry about this defense massively.
Yeah, I worry, but I'm still taking the home dog. Again, I think 49.5, I think we go and trend to the under in this game. I think San Francisco attacks it differently going up against the Rams this time. I think the Rams maybe look at Mac Jones and that offense cooking. Not saying he can't produce, but the way they were able to run the football against Dallas Giants with Brian Robinson and McCaffrey, I think that's what they're going to look to do against the Rams.
Under?
I think they're giving us a gift at 49.5.
Maybe that's the way to go.
I last week I liked the Giant over with San Francisco because I thought San Francisco would dominate them. They did. In this matchup, I think now to preserve the defense, because I think they could be exploited by Stafford. It's possible, right? But how do you limit that? McCaffrey, Robinson, dual threat. Maybe we look at carries more for Brian Robinson in this game to spell McCaffrey a bit.
I can't with that. I know. Look, it's not.
I'm just saying. I think that's an option. I think they look to attack it with the ground game first and short to intermediate throws, sustained drives. That gives their defense a rest. They don't have to be in a shootout with L.A.
All right, Commanders-Lions here. This is the other side I'm on. I'm on Detroit at -7.5. I think this is a spot for the Lions offense to absolutely roll. I am a little nervous about fading Mariota here because I think he can be good for Washington at home, but they're so banged up on both sides of the football. Deebo Samuel's not at 100%, and he needs to basically be a Jamar Chase level workload for this team with no Terry McLaurin once again. Yeah, I think the Lions on both sides of the ball here are better, and I think they are an incredible blowout team. I know 7.5's a lot on the road. I think the Lions smash here, Joe. I'm on Detroit -7.5.
I'm on all the dogs at 4, it seems like. I like Washington. I actually think we can get through this total, 48.5. Yeah. I mean, if you're Washington, you got abused in the secondary. You don't think Detroit is potentially going to challenge that over the top. Now, we did see potential rain in the forecast. I'm going to take the 8.5 with Mariota. I do like Mariota's rushing numbers because, again, you watch the game against the Chiefs. He has no problem tucking it and running, especially with limited options on the outside. Can't buy into any of the receivers. Lane Moore for Washington because, again, he checks down so much to McNichols and the running backs that these guys don't even eat. I do like Ertz as the only option in that passing attack.
All right, lastly, Chargers-Steelers. This is going to be between 2.5 and 3. 44.5 total. We both like L.A., but props-wise, Justin Herbert over 35.5 pass attempts. One of my favorites. Nobody throws it more. No defense sees more pass attempts against them than Pittsburgh. Herbert throws it a lot more when Joe Alt is out at 35.5. I think that number's light.
Yeah, I think they smashed them tonight. I really do. I mean, 2.5, I think is a gift. I think they win it by 7 or more. I think Herbert breaks out. I think we can definitely get this over 44.5. I think that's a light total considering. I like Ladd McConkey tonight. He's been held out of the end zone a couple of weeks. I think he bounces back with a dominant effort, yardage-wise, but pay dirt, I think he's got plus money tonight.
All right, that's all she wrote. And in all seriousness, as much as I said nice things about JSN, he might need 2,500 receiving yards to beat Jonathan Taylor in the Offensive Player of the Year race. Through 32 carries, 244 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. He had another 42 receiving yards. He was the best player on the field in this game. Again, on the other side of the field, right, is Bijan Robinson, everything he can bring, massive gap. In impact, and now some of that is the Algier usage. Jonathan Taylor with a superstar performance, Joe, here as the Colts win this game.
Yeah, I mean, they waited it out, right? They waited for their opportunities. Yeah. And again, when the game was on the line, Daniel Jones stepped up, made a big throw to, I think, Ty Warren to put them in a position, but gutty win. And Raheem Morris, again, played to lose.
All of a sudden, the game had 56 points, by the way. Best bets and sell me something around the corner here on SportsGrid.
starts off on a positive note of getting Lamar Jackson back Thursday night, which was great. He threw for 200 yards, did not look rusty at all. He only rushed for 15, but he didn't really need that. Lamar Jackson also threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 of which going to Mark Andrews. So guess who's back and relative again at the tight end position now that Lamar's back? Oh, wait, it's Mark Andrews. No kidding. I mean, the guy just catches touchdowns. It's Lamar's favorite guy in the red zone.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
We now have to figure out if they will be in the playoffs. They're the Super Bowl favorite and have shorter odds to miss the postseason as you and I sit here right now.
Right, but let me ask you this. Do you feel after this 5-4 record, 9 weeks, 10 weeks of the regular season, that their defense is as dominant as it was last year?
But the offense is better.
Pro Football Today, only on SportsGrid.
All right, we are with you here on SportsGrid. Pro Football Today. We have best bets. We have sell me something as we get you ready. But we quickly, Joe, Colts, Falcons from the Indianapolis side. Are you impressed with this victory?
Very. Again,
Okay.
They didn't play their best, I don't think, and they still found a way to gut it out. And they had a fourth-quarter drive to tie the game at 25. They sent it into overtime. Their defense finally stepped up, and again, they pull it out, and Taylor was the man. I mean, that offensive line, when they had to run the football, they found a way to run it, and their defense made stops. And again, that was a Daniel Jones second half when the game was on the line. If we're looking big picture, playoff type of opportunities, that's what you want to see out of the Colts big picture.
No doubt about it here. So let's do some best bets, Lisi. As per usual, you are into the totals market, though different start time than we've been seeing.
Yeah, so we go back to last year where we did only 1 o'clock kicks. We want to make money early, and I understand that this is juiced to the under at -118 simply because Tampa Bay's a little bit banged up and wide receivers are limited, but I still think Baker, with the week off, gets back to where this offense was, and that means throwing the football 40, 45 times in this game, and let's get into a shootout and see if we can win it in the end. I think he breaks out with potentially a 275, 300-yard performance. Did take Shepard, and I took Cade Otton over their receiving total, but I think we blow through this total today. I think May will throw it as well, but I think Tampa sets the pace and sets the tempo.
I don't mind the look, Joe. I think it is on the board that this game has, a lot to it. I really am expecting, Tampa to do their part here in this game. Just for anybody who's interested, is there a prop guy in that game that really does stand out to you, maybe?
Shepard and Otton, I told you, and then I have them both for any time.
Okay.
So yardage and anytime touchdowns. And if you want to take a shot, I was going to put this into a parlay. I didn't yet. But Baker Mayfield, I just have a hunch he's going to hit paid there today.
Don't hate it.
I
don't hate it. It's on the board.
I just have this hunch.
Either quarterback, both quarterbacks.
Well,
maybe.
May has gotten in there a couple of times. I just feel Mayfield.
I hear you.
Just knowing how bad they have played in back-to-back weeks before the bye.
Yep.
I just think, again, playing at home, if he can't throw it, he's gonna dive in there somehow. So I have this vision of him hitting into the pay dirt.
I have an ugly one.
Boy.
Usually, if I have a team total, I feel great about it. It doesn't mean it always wins.
Whiskey
Like,
sour.
I felt great about the LSU team total yesterday, smashed. Felt great about the Vikings team total last week, winner. This is an ugly one, and yet I know I have to get there. It's up to you. Tua, oh, Lord. Famous last words. Dolphins over the 20.5. Plus 106. I could have had 19.5 minus 122. I said it's 20.5 everywhere else. If I'm gonna give this out, and people are gonna get to the window, I got to get to the number that everyone else is gonna have to get to. That's being a man of the people.
Is that what it is?
This team has been under 10 3 times this season. They've bounced back each of the first 2 times. We're coming off of one of those spots. The Bills' defense is depleted. The Bills' defense is not very good. The Bills' defense is coming off of the game of the season. They still gave up 21. Devon A-Chain, oh, there he goes again. I think he steps up in a big way. Can't you tell how much I like this one?
You
All
like
right, sell me something. Did I just basically do my sell me something? You don't like this pick, do you?
No, what? Is it yours or mine? Am I up?
No, go ahead. Let's do your sell me something.
So,
what is this
fresh
riddle?
off the Alabama win last night over LSU, where they got the winning cover, and on College Football Today, my other show, I gave out Alabama minus the 9.5 and 10.5.
Congrats.
We're going to celebrate with an all-Alabama trifecta. Mac Jones, 275 plus.
Yeah.
All right, even though I think they're going to run the football, it's just a backup. Derrick Henry, 90 plus.
Right.
Jalen Waddle, 90 plus. And oh, by the way, Waddle and Henry to hit pay dirt. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean,
33-18 on your PM dial.
it has more juice than you would think, and yet pretty light if you ask me. Taysom Hill, 2 tugs, not 1 but 2, 40-1. Alvin Kamara banged up. Carolina defense. Raheem Shaheed traded. Tyler Shuck's bad. I don't know. He might be the quarterback. Next thing you know, he might be the lead tight end, lead blocker, lead running back. Mr. Do-It-All, Taysom Hill, 2 tugs, 40-1. You love it?
No, if he gets one, I'll love it. Plus 410. I mean, that's what I'm banking on.
Well, I know what that is. We've seen this movie with Brian Thomas Jr. and Ladd McConkey. This guy Hill's already doing a touchdown celebration. They're going to tap him on the head. He might retire after the first touchdown.
Well,
no chance for 2. Say it. No chance for 2. Say it.
Limited chance for 2.
But he's picked for 1.
He's ripe for 1. For 1, he's legit.
Are you betting James Cook in the receiving game?
I am.
Yeah, you are. What a legend. What a legend. For Joe Lisi, I'm Kevin Walsh. In-Game Live is next as the NFL slate gets underway.
Buy or sell, Genti will finish the season as the top rookie fantasy running back. And I guess I would ask this question to you, George. Who the bleep is he competing with at this point? It is so ugly at running back in fantasy. RJ Harvey has done nothing. Omarion Hampton is hurt. Caleb Johnson, does anybody even know where that guy is? He doesn't even play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, what am I missing here? Oh, there's one. There's one that I'm missing. There's one that I'm missing.
I'll name that for you. I'll name the guy you didn't mention there. Well, Henderson's another guy, by the way. The New England Patriots don't trust, right? They don't play him. But the guy that could compete with Genti, would be the name that you said you loved during preseason. You love this guy's name, Cam Scatterbo, right? He'd be the guy. He's right there with them. The only problem for Cam would be, A, it is the Giants. Their schedule is brutal. And B, Tracy should return. So that's going to take away. Cam will be the starters. I think he will be. But Tracy's going to eat up some touches there. So that's my only issues there. But I think he's the guy who competes with Genti for that number 1 overall role, which I'm shocked. I'm shocked that it's not Hampton. He got hurt. Shocked that it's not Henderson. They don't like him. Shocked whatever, RJ Harvey in Denver, whatever's going on here. Will he finish the season at the top? This is a little different when I say I automatically take the field here because there's only one other guy. I'm going to buy this. Genti's the best guy, but would I be surprised if it's Scatterbo? No, I would not.
Yeah, I'm going to sell this for the guy that I just forgot about in Cam Scatterbo. I guess the only concern that I would have, and it's a slight one, is that in a couple of weeks, Tyrone Tracy comes back.
Fantasy Sports Today. Fridays starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on SportsGrid.